Yeah.
What is that?
There's like a workout going on at one of the beaches.
Oh.
Breaking news, there is some kind of robotic video game sound currently playing outside. Let's take a brief pause. Hello, and welcome back to Mastering Metail, live from the Cannes Lion International Festival of Creativity, which brings the creative communications industry together for a week each year to celebrate, learn, and network. And we're here to learn about innovations in the digital advertising industry. This is another episode of our Cannes Sessions, 4 special episodes featuring leaders in e-commerce and advertising who are here to share their knowledge and insights recorded live from Cannes, France. I'm your host, Emma Irwin, and I'm a senior editor and specialist at Flywheel Digital. In this episode, we're talking with our good friend Instacart. So let's meet our guest.
My name is Suzanne Skop, or Sue Skop, and I head up our agency partnerships, which has actually evolved a little bit as we evolve our business. So we work closely with our API partners as well as ad tech partners. And I've been with Instacart almost 3 years now. I'm celebrating my 3-year anniversary in a couple of weeks.
Very nice. Question that I've been asking everyone is, what are you looking for out of Cannes this year?
Yeah, so obviously the festival is all about creativity. So we're focused really on meeting with our CPG brand advertisers as well as agency partners as we continue to grow and mature the ad business. And also, this is only our second time being here, so a lot of learnings for us. It's important for us to be gathering more information on the ways brands and agencies want to be working with us. So things that we've been talking about and hearing actually a lot about is generative AI, as well as retail media and the importance of retail media and those signals in brand buying. But ultimately, our goal is really to listen and learn directly from our partners to help them reach their objectives and create new ways for us to innovate together.
I love that. So we have some super exciting content lined up. I'm really excited to talk about just innovations happening at Instacart, which ties in perfectly with being at Cannes and a festival of creative innovations. And so we're going to cover Ask Instacart, a partnership with Roku, and then kind of Instacart's new perspectives on retail media and some new exciting things. So I'm going to start with Ask Instacart. And I have been seeing posts about this everywhere. I read all the blog posts from Instacart and everything. But I would love for you to kind of tell me what that is.
Sure. So we partnered with ChatGPT. Ask Instacart is also on Bing and Google, but on our site specifically, we're just getting started with Ask Instacart, but AI has been part of what we do for a very long time. But Ask Instacart is AI-powered search. It's designed to help consumers with their grocery shopping questions. It's helping them save time. It's inspiring new routines and helping them make food-related questions by offering really personalized recommendations throughout the shopping experience. So what that actually means is it allows our consumers to ask broader natural language questions about what to eat and how to make it. So think about, I'm making steak for dinner. What's a great side dish for steak? Or I'm having a barbecue. What should I have for the barbecue? Or what fish is similar to salmon? So asking questions like that. So really helping families with that dreaded question of what's for dinner?
I was just going to say, I'm sure it would be so helpful with the what's for dinner question,
Exactly.
Where you just want an idea thrown at you. You don't want to have to think about it. It's like, I will cook anything. Just give me the idea, please. All right, so in our business, we work a ton with advertising and media. And so I'm thinking through, if I ask Instacart some kind of inspiration question and then it spits out relevant products to me, how does advertising tie into that? Will there be sponsored products? Will it get more advanced than that?
Yeah, that's a really great question. In the coming weeks, we're actually really going to start testing the ability for our brands to leverage this new search experience with sponsored product offering. And as testing begins, Ask Instacart will be new and an incremental surface for our 6,000 CPG advertisers that work with us. And once widely available, the new search experience will match low intent consumer questions like what snacks are best for a barbecue with highly relevant product recommendations. And so for our brand partners, this means that they can inspire and can connect with consumers in a more authentic way. So we're really excited to add this new capability for brands this year. And today we're leveraging AI and machine learning to serve ads to consumers at the right time to drive impact. And that will allow brands to be able to optimize their campaigns in Ads Manager using the machine learning, but it will be much more predictive and will help them to set the right bids for their campaigns to meet their goals.
That's fantastic. I like that you have that part ending that where it's like, this is exactly the concrete information of how it's going to be in the Ads Manager, etc. Let's move into the Roku partnership. And so Instacart recently announced a partnership with Roku, as I just said, which is a major TV streaming platform. Can you tell me why Instacart pursued this and what the long-term kind of strategic vision is?
So this was our very exciting launch for us, first TV measurement partnership. And the reason for that is we're really starting to explore how we unlock first-party data to help CPGs measure the impact of TV ads on e-commerce purchases. So the partnership brings together viewership data from Roku and insights from Instacart for marketers to measure whether streamers are purchasing products on Instacart after seeing an ad on the Roku platform. So we're matching this data with Roku's first-party data, and then marketers can quantify the impact of TV streaming advertising on product sales while keeping customer data from Instacart and Roku anonymized and secure. I have to say that.
Of course.
Very important.
It's critical.
But, we've been really committed to our measurement, and this is just another way that we're offering CPG brands the opportunity to measure all of their media.
Amazing. In the press release, which I read many, many times, there's a quote from Roku in there that states that this partnership will make it easier for brands to measure that actual return on e-commerce ad spend. And can you help me further understand how? I know you just kind of got into measurement, but anything more specific you can give?
Yeah, so we piloted with 5 different advertisers, and it was everything from beverage to premium deli meats to cheeses and personal care. But across those select partners, the results showed on average, people who saw the ad on Roku purchased more of the advertised products on Instacart than the average customer. So one of the proof points with the pilot with the personal care brand was they found that 60% of those who purchased the brand after seeing their campaign on Roku were new to the brand. So those are the types of insights that we share back. We have our Instacart consumer, we call it ISIP, our platform where we can go a little bit deeper on the type of insights. So really understanding what else is in that basket. Are they buying this category? So those are the types of information that we gave them or details we gave them back. But the exciting piece was how many were new to that brand.
I'm just curious what you are excited for in regards to the future of this specific partnership.
Honestly, it's been really interesting in Cannes, meeting with agencies and brand partners, but there is this compression of really trying to get the brand dollars closer to retail media just because it is so much more efficient. So we have been exploring how do we start using our data offsite to get really focused for brands and to help them drive much more efficiency in their buying. So I'm so happy that this test worked out and we were able to show the closed loop measurement back. But I think that will be bringing along a lot of new partnerships for us in the future.
Thank you. Perfect. All right. Next up, let's get into what's new in retail media from the Instacart perspective. And so this is another really cool announcement having to do with innovation from Instacart at the forefront, of course. But let's focus on the retailer Sprouts for this conversation, which is like a farmer's market grocery kind of store for anyone that isn't familiar with that name. But I'd love for you to tell me what's going on with Sprouts.
Yeah, so really exciting. I think the number one question we hear from brands is, can I target by retailer? But we recently announced that we're powering Sprouts' new retail media network with our Carrot Ads technology. Not sure if you're aware about that, but you already talked about who Sprouts is, but they're a longtime partner of ours. They have 400 stores and really are the fastest growing specialty retailer in the country. So with the Carrot Ad solution, it's part of our what we call our Instacart platform, which is our suite of enterprise products that we create for retailers. We are very focused on being a retail enablement platform. And so Sprouts is leveraging the best of Instacart ads. So sponsored product listings are on there, and we soon will have our display offerings on there. But they're using our technology, all of our engineering talent, as well as our data and insights. And so now for brands, they can start creating ad campaigns to run on both Instacart and Sprouts. And so this has been a big ask for a very long time to get that targeted. But our vision is to build the technologies that can power every grocery transaction. And this is a great example of that and how that will be expanding.
That's so cool. When I was reading through it, I was like, whoa, wow. But I would love to just clarify in case, because reading through it, I was like, okay, I'm going to put this together in your head, what exactly Instacart is doing. But if I'm understanding correctly, Instacart essentially can power a retail media network for a grocer or a retailer. It will be both in the future.
That's correct.
So let's say I'm a brand that currently sells products at Sprouts, and I've been advertising my Sprouts catalog on Instacart. What kind of opportunities exist for me with this solution from Instacart?
Yeah, I mean, so if you're already running your brand campaigns on Instacart, we will now seamlessly extend that to Sprouts. And so that's a great opportunity for brands. But then the second piece of that is brands can specifically target a new campaign for just Sprouts. And they get all of the insights and analytics that they would get back on a regular sponsored product campaign on Instacart.
Love it. And I'm sure there's planned expansion in the future. You don't have to say anything specific about that, but I'm very excited to see where that goes.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of, especially this time right now where everyone's looking at saving money and retailers are looking for new ways to drive revenue streams. It's really been something that they've been very interested in. And the other thing that I would say is there's like a new cohort of advertisers that this gives opportunity to, because so many of the emerging brands are healthy first. And like that's where their products live on the Sprouts shelf. So a great opportunity for them as well.
I'm also curious, would all of the measurement and reporting and like campaign setup all occur on the Instacart platform and you can do it all from one place?
That is correct. The only difference is you have to make a new campaign. It needs to be Sprout specific.
That's so easy. I love that so much that you don't have to have two separate ones where all the reporting is separate and you're like, but it's kind of connected.
Yeah.
I think, is there anything else that you wanted to cover before we kind of move into our conclusion?
I mean, the other thing that I would say we've been talking a lot about is our connected store. That's something that launched earlier this year, or maybe like time is flying, right? It might have been actually in Q4 that we launched it. But what's really interesting about the connected store is something called the Caper Cart, which is a smart cart. And we acquired Caper Cart last year, but the technology is amazing. You put case of Pepsi in the cart, you put a little thing of yogurt on top of it, it detects it. It's really a very smart cart, and it's powered by AI as well. But on that cart is a tablet. So think about, we've been working with the surface of the cell phone for so long. Now we actually have a tablet on these. And so these Caper Carts are in retailers, and we've seen a huge amount of demand there. And not happening yet, but like the personalized experience that you could put on that tablet as that consumer is walking through the store is pretty amazing. And we have the loyalty built into that, loyalty cards built into that. So you can make your list on Instacart, scan your cell phone on that cart, and it wayfinds you around the store. But that's an even better opportunity to create a much more personalized experience for the retailers. But hopefully, it also will create great opportunities for advertisers in the future as well.
Sounds like a win-win for everyone. So I'm going to take the opportunity to tell people to go back in time. And at Shop Talk, we actually interviewed David McIntosh on the Connected Stores.
Oh, right. Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm going to just take the opportunity, Mastering Metail listeners, to go back and listen to that one again. All right. We can move into our conclusion. And I'm semi-dying to know what your favorite innovation from everything we just talked through is, if you're allowed to pick one.
Yeah, I mean, I would say this because it hits home for my team a lot is the Roku partnership, really understanding how do we use our data offsite. And that's been a big ask from brands is like, I love the Instacart consumer. I want to reach them off of Instacart as well. So we've been really diligent and meeting with a lot of agencies and brands as well as platforms to understand what is the best way for us to move forward there. So I think that is really exciting to me. And then to be able to tie it back all to closed loop measurement, it is really exciting. So I think that's kind of the innovation that I am most excited about. It's going to keep us really busy.
Yes. Love it. All right. Last question for you is the best thing you have seen so far at Cannes. It can be related to your job or completely unrelated.
So I went to the best concert last night.
Which one?
Mount Joy. It's my favorite band.
That's a good band.
And I had such a good time.
Where did they play?
They played at the small airport.
Interesting.
Yeah, a DSP was the sponsor.
Cool. We'll take it. And that wraps up this episode of our Cannes Sessions. Thank you to Suzanne and Instacart for the time and the content, and be sure to listen to the rest of our Cannes Sessions coming this week. We'll see you next time.